Oh, I just read the joke from Sabot. Oh, man, that's a groaner. Uh, uh, to give me a quick heads up, looks like I will be having, there will be a schedule adjustment next week. That schedule adjustment will occur because I'm getting a collab set up. So this will be a long-term one because we're going to be playing a multiplayer game. Now we'll be starting at typically about 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It'll be a Monday and Wednesday unless something interrupts it. I will point out I probably will be having a couple interruptions in that, and that's just due to my schedule. Let me see. February. So, disclosure on this, I work in accounting, specifically in taxes. It's tax season. Um, that does mean that I've got some dates that I will just not, in all likelihood, I may not necessarily be streaming or taking part in the collab those days. Um, that's just gonna happen in I've got a date in March that's happening on, and then like guys know, April 15th. But probably not happening that day. So, but yeah, getting that set up. Because yeah, that'll be going until the that game finishes. And I'll leave it a surprise as to what we'll be playing and such. So but that does mean that some of these games I don't necessarily want to push them onto the back burner, but I'm gonna try and see about maybe if I can integrate some additional time into it, into my schedule. Uh, so I can continue to play out some of these games until they're well, until they finish, really. Either that or I might switch over to when the collaboration finishes because I expect about 2.5 to 3 hours. I might switch over for a brief period to play these other games in order to be able to continue on and get them finished. Now by Wednesday, not Wednesday, we're to kind of know what's going on with Friday. Once I finish up with Ghost of Tsushima, I will be moving on to Darksiders, and I intend to run through the whole series of games. However long that takes. And given it's at 4 games, it's a nice slab of time there. I will continue to trying to do Chrono Trigger on the weekends. That timing on that is going to shift at times. I do have in real life games that typically happen on certain Saturdays and Sundays. So, and sometimes they line up, and sometimes they're on off weekends, and so that could open up time. Sometimes they're going to be together. Like I know this coming. Let me see. This coming weekend is fine, but the 28th and the 1st, I'm definitely going to be certainly not the 28th. The 1st, maybe is a question. I do not know. Maybe a late one. It probably maybe what Huh. Yeah, pretty much it for news on that front. I mean, other than like rereading through the Behold Humanity series, dear Lord, I've forgotten how some of those chapters got, especially the early series of it. But damn it, I'd read those things on stream, but one, he's already got audiobooks for that. And two, the author kind of owns that. It's not like I can just do that on stream. It's recorded, for God's sakes. I would actually think about picking up the audiobooks that he did for him. Unfortunately, I think the issue is that it was an AI was used for mixing. Um, the author in question, don't take it against the author. He has dealt with medical issues galore. I am that man chugs along, and I don't know how he does it. I really, really don't. Uh, uh, but as part of it, it does make it. He has to be able to support himself, which means his funds need to go where they need to go. I do not begrudge him for what he made. I certainly bought the books. Audiobooks, I might pick up to see about this, trying to find the first one to listen to see if that's how it sounds. I don't know. Also, one of those ones where just reading, I kind of get this the voices, it's like it's talking in my head. And sometimes it just sounds better that way. Hmm. All right. Well, let's get this party started because I know that get the capture rolling. Oh, this next mission is going to be a pain. Sure. Okay. Let's continue with this. Last time I was doing a damn bombing run and I was getting my ass kicked. Come on. Load. Load, I tell you.
This is Lieutenant
Alright, we're just gonna get through that so I can just get through this fight. What is the difference between these things? I mean, I would spend an even number of banks. I have half a rind to run an assault. That's one. More gun mounts. Two, an even distribution on the missile banks. 3, it comes with a damn turret. So, screw the setup. Let's try this.
I've acquired sensor lock on the Ravana. The destroyer is currently out of range. No visual on Allied ships, but we can see their cannon signature.
Bombers, close in on the Ravana. We must end this now.
Roger that, Command. Warheads are armed and ready. Watch the friendly fire! You get hit, you won't make it to your own service!
All right. I need. Let's go in. Let's pop sensors. Sure, I'm at max speed. Excellent. Let's try this again, because apparently...
Behind you, pilot! Get this bandit off me! Watch your back, pilot!
Huh. Wait for my Cyclops to cycle. What was that?
Cover me!
Hey, we're working here. We're working.
The Ravana's hull integrity has fallen below critical. Destruction of primary target is imminent.
Where's this thing located? Oh, apparently the Ravenna.
Ravana objective
Should
neutralized. All
not be
units
next to
return
this
to
thing.
base.
Need to get out from fucking distance. Being next to this is a bad idea. Oh, look. Got to be shitting me. How? Just get out then. None of this.
The destruction of the Ravana is the most significant victory over the Shivans since the end of the Great War. We have secured the subspace node linking the nebula with Gamma Draconis, and we have demonstrated our technological superiority over our Great War nemesis. We have proven without a doubt that we have the firepower to neutralize any Shivan threat.
Based on what
A
info,
new
guys?
class of intercept fighter will be stationed on board the Aquitaine. I have recommended that you be transferred to this unit. Interceptors are fast, high-performance fighters requiring pilots with good reflexes. You've got the talent for it, and you'll represent the Ravens well. Command has ordered the Aquitaine to return to the Capella system. Admiral Petrarch will brief the crew about our upcoming operation.
Alright, already transferred to a new unit.
Lieutenant Commander Cordova here. Welcome to the 242nd Suicide Kings, pilot. I've heard from unofficial channels that the rebels have launched a surprise attack in the Epsilon Pegasi system. Details at this point are sketchy below phi-level clearance, and Command is in no hurry to fill us in. Petrarch says he'll brief the Aquitaine when we reach Capella. The GTA formed the Suicide Kings in the Great War, when the old Valkyrie fighter went into service after the Shivan attack on Ross 128. The 242nd was stationed on the Galatea back then, and our first mission was the capture of Lieutenant Alexander McCarthy. We all studied the McCarthy trials in school, pilot. We're a part of history here, though the Galatea is long gone, and the Valkyrie has since been retired. The Perseus is the next-generation interceptor, the fastest fighter in the GTVA. Our primary combat role is charging bombers and chasing down warheads. We're also assigned to surgical strikes against bigger warships. We're not called the Suicide Kings for nothing, pilot. We earn that name on every mission. For that reason, I suggest you review the Perseus training modules as soon as possible. There you'll learn how to target bombs and turrets, and everything else you need to serve in an intercept squadron.
Okay.
You are now authorized to use the GTM-43A Stiletto II missile, designed to incapacitate subsystems. The 43A improves on the original Stiletto design by modifying its guidance systems and disruptor charge. The Stiletto also boasts a more powerful propulsion system, increasing its speed and effective range.
Welcome to Training Simulator Module TSM-120.
Because I do those.
"36 hours ago, the NTF launched a full-scale offensive in Epsilon Pegasi, taking the GTVA 6th Fleet by surprise. Command against forces from the NTD Repulse, where Admiral Koth leads the rebel advance. With 75% of our forces in this system decimated, the regional death toll since the incursion now exceeds 80,000. Unless we act quickly, decisive rebel victory is imminent. The GTD Aquitaine will lead the Allied counterstrike against Koth and his warships. We will resupply in Capella before shipping out to the front. We have also learned our campaign in Sirius has failed. Two-pronged offensive launched from Alpha Centauri into Neb encountered fierce resistance. Unless we can devise a military solution for dealing with the rebels, GTVA will be forced to recognize the NTF's authority in Sirius, Regulus, and Polaris. Allied engineers, in the meantime, are developing and adapting technologies that will enable us to fight more effectively in the nebula. Dr. Hargrove and her research team continue to study the subspace portal. Their findings have been classified Level 5. Until the situation in Epsilon Pegasi has been normalized, the GTVA will suspend its operations in the nebula.
Oh. Well, let's keep watch, damn it.
This is Lieutenant Commander Cordova, leader of the 242nd Suicide Kings. Welcome to Epsilon Pegasi, pilots. NF Station, the Alliance's base of operations in this system, is now under attack. Though we have destroyed the NTC Outrage, the Cato continues to bombard the installation with heavy beam fire. Evacuation of civilian personnel on board NF Station is now in progress. As you know, civilians are protected under the Beta Aquila Convention, but the NTF has rejected that treaty and its provisions. Fortunately, most of the civilian convoy has jumped safely to the Capella jump node. Your mission is to defend NF Station. As leader of Alpha Wing, you will command your squad mates to destroy the fighters and warships besieging our installation. If the rebels sortie their Zeus bombers, intercept the warheads before they impact the base. Allied forces are engaging the rebels throughout the system. As resources become available, they will be deployed to assist you. Until we get these reinforcements, however, holding down the fort is all up to you. This sortie will be the first combat field test of the Perseus Intercept fighter. So let's put on a good show.
Oh, fun. We get to do the in-field test. That's great. Two gun mounts, 40 miss, 2 banks of 40 a pop. Wait, really? The hull damage and shield damage are... Why is this even on my on my gun list? Dear Lord. Fuck that. Oh, probably expected to use that against no, I'm not gonna use it against the powers, dear Lord. One thing I also noticed is that the Hornet sword missiles okay, so they do get a faster... They are faster, but I'm still seeing... Oh, this is faster. WTF. You get faster reloads, but... I'm just gonna run with this for me.
NTF fighters, you are firing upon a civilian vessel. Break off your attack.
Alpha, we need some fighter cover on the Calypso. Hold back the rebels so the civilians can escape.
Yeah.
Objective neutralized.
Blow me up, thanks. It's a ridiculous thing.
NF Station here. NTF bombers are closing in.
Intercept the bombs before they hit the installation. We must not lose that base.
Oh, the Calypso's going down because I can't take out Beto.
The Calypso has been destroyed.
Hi. He's got it. All right. Oh. All right. Let's see. Wings. Alpha.
Affirmative.
Text the target. Here we go. You know, actually, I kind of wonder. Hold on a sec. Yes, I want to restart the mission. Hold.
Yes, sir.
Disarm.
Targeting weapons now.
Let's see.
Affirmative.
No escape from this setup. Gotcha.
Objective neutralized.
Next.
NF station here. NPF bombers are closing in.
Intercept the bombs before they hit the installation. We must not lose that base.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Oh, I see I've already lost my wing gun. Spacebar, huh? Gotcha. Gotcha.
This is NF station. We have sustained moderate damage. All breached levels have been sealed off. Engineering reports the situation is under control.
This is the GTFR Calypso. We have cleared NF station. Now engaging subspace drive.
This is the Mannheim. We have set course for the Capella jump node. Activating jump drive now.
All civilian transports have departed safely. More rebel bombers inbound. Seek and destroy.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Yes, sir. We'll take him down.
Let's do it this way. Oh, wait.
Affirmative.
Checked. Go up to full speed. Uh-oh. How do they get access to these things. To a
Yes, sir.
disarm.
Targeting weapons now.
Command, this is NF Station. A new wing of bombers has jumped in. Request immediate fighter cover.
I'm reading an incoming jump signature. Configuration unknown.
Command, there's a massive warship now emerging from subspace.
Another op in there.
IFF status is friendly. Meet the Colossus, the largest spacefaring warship ever constructed.
This is the GTVA Colossus. Fighters stand clear of hostile warships. All batteries, fire at will.
That's it. Okay. Okay. I wonder if NF Station is supposed to get destroyed. Okay. Oop. Rage boop. Yeah, you get a boop too. Hmm. Oh, in this case, it's quite a. It's just
Roger that.
engage the enemy. My guess is somehow I predicted the NF Station long enough for it to, you know, that Colossus doesn't have a clear shot. I have no idea how that happened, but it did. Right. Put a gun down on this thing, so I can take this thing out. Tarnasia. Great.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Just shoot the damn thing.
Well done. The NTC Cato has been destroyed.
hello.
We have defeated the Hawkwood.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Targeting weapons now.
Hi, Colossus. I guess you just...
Return to base, pilots. Mission
That
accomplished.
was easy. Hey, look, Anastation survived. Was that supposed to happen?
Colossus, maintain your current position. You will defend...
In your courageous defense of Inif Station, you were eyewitness to an historic moment.
Oh, a lot of first combat
deployment
deployments?
of the
Dear Lord.
GTVA Colossus. You and your wing also showed us what the Perseus Intercept fighter can do. Against overwhelming odds, you repelled an attack against a facility of the utmost strategic importance for the Alliance. The commander of
Mostly
Inif
a wreck,
Station
but okay.
personally extends his gratitude, pilot.
Guess that means I don't have to rebuild it.
I can see you'll make a fine addition to the Suicide Kings. The Alliance has won battle after battle throughout the system, crushing the NTC Rapier, the NTC Explorer, and the NTD Normandy. These victories have stalled the rebel advance, and now with the help of the Colossus, we will push them back into the Polaris system, securing Epsilon Pegasi once and for all. For demonstrating exceptional skill in combat, you are
I haven't
hereby
been promoted
awarded
at all.
the
Haven't done any
Distinguished
training
Flying
badges.
Cross.
I think I need more kills to get...
The following is classified level row. Unauthorized access is punishable under the GTVA Security Act, Deneb Convention, Section 2135. We vanquished the Shivans in the Great War, but the hard questions remain. How would we confront the threat of future invasion? The Shivans might return at any time, any place, without warning. How would we fight the next threat to the very existence of our species? In 2345, on the 10th anniversary of the Shivan attack on Ross 128, the Vasudan Emperor Khonsu II addressed the newly formed GTVA General Assembly. The Emperor inaugurated an ambitious and unprecedented joint endeavor, the GTVA Colossus.
Together we built a civilization from the ruins of the Great War, and now we stand on the threshold of a new era of prosperity and harmony. In Project Colossus, the Vasudan people celebrate a renewed covenant of peaceful coexistence and mutual defense with our Terran allies.
The Colossus is the most powerful spacefaring warship ever constructed. Spanning 6 kilometers from bow to stern, the Colossus has taken over 20 years to complete. 12 Lucifer-class destroyers can fit within its massive hull. Its state-of-the-art weaponry includes 45 laser turrets, 15 flak guns, 12 missile batteries, and 12 beam cannons. The Colossus wields more firepower than 5 Orion-class destroyers combined. 60 fighter and bomber wings are housed in its vast hangar, and its crew numbers over 30,000. Among its major contractors are industry giants Triton Dynamics, Subak Innis, and the Akaton Corporation. The Alliance now wages war on multiple fronts. In Deneb, Alpha Centauri, Epsilon Pegasi, and the mysterious nebula beyond Gamma Draconis. Once deployed, the Colossus will end these conflicts swiftly and decisively. If ever the Shivans return to threaten our worlds, we will be ready to face the challenge, securing peace for today and for generations to come.
The 242nd will escort a supply convoy as it makes its rendezvous with the GTVA Colossus. As we prepare the Colossus for the Allied counterattack, we must handle the logistics of supplying and maintaining this warship. Convoys of transports, gas miners, and freighters have been deployed for this purpose. The Colossus will jump in and rendezvous with your convoy at the Capella jump node, located on the far side of an asteroid field. The area has been the site of intense fighting and rebel activity. Intelligence believes the rebels might attempt to attack our supply convoys rather than challenge the Colossus directly. You will be leading Alpha Wing, the main escort component. Your mission is to defend the GTFR Paracombe, the GTG Avila, and the GVG Juyan. The Avila and Juyan are mining vessels designed to collect fuel from gas giants for the reactors that power the Colossus. The Vasudans have dispatched a wing of Serapis fighters to guard the Juyan. You do not have command over this unit. However, the 242nd Suicide Kings are responsible for the Juyan's safety. 18 months of civil war are beginning to strain Terran-Vasudan relations, especially in contested systems. See to it the Juyan survives.
Of course. What is this? The Loki. Recon. What is it? Ooh, the Ulysses. Hold on. Oh, the excellent. That's right, it was a space superiority fighter. Alright. No, screw that. I want $2. Made $2. I'm out of interceptor missiles. I only allocated so many. How could they? Those meanies. I want more I must use all this time.
We're heading into the asteroid field now, Command. We're approximately 23 kilometers from the Capella jump node.
I'm picking up hostile indicators on my radar. I can't get a lock. Might be nothing but asteroid interference.
That's wishful thinking, pilot. Proceed with caution and stay close to the convoy.
Command, a rebel sentry gun is activated 1,000 meters from the convoy.
Destroy it, but be careful, Alpha. The NTF seem to have an ambush in the works. Keep an eye out for hostile fighters.
Sorry, I'm from the Hammerheads.
Bandits incoming!
The rebels have sortied their Medusa bombers. Intercept them before they fire their missiles. We must protect that convoy.
Deuces, huh? Must be a lot of fighters left over from there. And all right. What cannons? Come on.
Heads up, enemy wing closing in.
Full speed ahead. let's make sure we're running at full speed. Don't pick up any more sensor echoes.
Heads up, enemy wing closing in.
This is the GTC parapet. We have orders to blockade the Capella jump node, and we must not leave our position. We will sortie a wing of Perseus fighters to assist. Good luck, pilots.
The NTC Maelstrom has entered the asteroid field. When it gets in range, the cruiser will fire its forward beam cannon at the convoy. Alpha 1, you are ordered to neutralize that turret.
All units in the vicinity of the Capella jump node, Mayday! Our convoy is under attack. Repeat, our convoy is under attack.
Incoming jump signature. Hostile configuration.
Damn. One, two. Saves. No, just one of them. Oh. Oh. Took out the container. Well, there goes the foodstuffs, but
Breaking to attack.
Well done, pilot. The Maelstrom's main gun has been neutralized. Excellent work, pilots. We have destroyed the Maelstrom.
oh. Or enough fire. Oh, I lost a container, but they don't care. Okay. Like, sure. We won't have any foodstuffs for a while.
Deploying support ship now. Please stand by.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
This is the GTVA Colossus. We have reached the rendezvous point. Now deploying transports. Theta Wing, stand watch. Alpha, the situation is now under control. You may return to base. Thank you for your escort, Alpha Wing.
Waiting for the director to show up on the objective thing. Thank you.
Excellent job, pilot. The convoy made its rendezvous with the Colossus without losing a single ship.
I lost
As
the
other
foodstuffs.
freighters and gas miners
Eating
transfer their
rations.
payload
Who
to the
knows how long?
Colossus, the Alliance is making final preparations for our attack against Admiral Koff and the NTD Repulse. A demonstration of our ultimate weapon should force the rebel leadership to reconsider their territorial ambitions. GTVA units throughout the system report a successful coordinated strike against NTF targets. Command is confident the long stalemate in Epsilon Pegasi will soon come to a favorable resolution.
Such language.
By clearing out the rebel sentry guns in the asteroid field, you have significantly reduced the danger posed to future convoys on this route. Your initiative may save many lives.
I love how it's a demonstration of our ultimate weapon. I just had this moment of Star Wars. This is a battle station is fully operational. Force the rebel leadership to reconsider their territorial ambitions. Stop talking around the problem. Confident the long stalemate will soon come to a favorable resolution. Come. Who wrote this? This feels like this is politics talk. We shouldn't be talking politics talk. Come on.
The Alliance will now take the Colossus on the offensive. We intend to break the back of the rebel fleet in Epsilon Pegasi, and the 242nd will play a pivotal role. Rear Admiral Koff is somewhere in this system. He will not commit the repulse unless it's absolutely necessary. Your job is to create that necessity. To lure Koff into our trap, the first phase of the mission will involve an attack against the rebel cruisers, Majestic and Refute. They are defended by a complement of 12 Hercules-class fighters. With the speed and agility of the Perseus, you should be able to outmaneuver the Hercs and take them down. Your primary objective will be to eliminate the fighter escort. This will pave the way for the GTC Rampart and our bomber wings, which will deliver the main thrust of the strike. Our plan is to damage the rebel cruisers while presenting the smallest credible threat. If the rebels think our force consists of nothing more than a Leviathan and a few errant bombers, they may capitalize on this advantage and sortie their fleet. For this reason, the cruisers must not be destroyed before their reinforcements enter the field of engagement. If Koff sends in the repulse to finish the job, Command will deploy the Colossus to strike the final blow. Your secondary objective will be to defend the Rampart during this phase of the battle. The cruiser will probably sustain damage from the earlier exchange. Good luck, Alpha.
Paint, Harry, post. Guess that's what that. Let's speak. The Sabot HL7.
Alpha, your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Alright, here we go.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Sometimes that's just funny. Sometimes that's just fun to do.
tail.
Affirmative.
Force them to come to us. Problem is those anti-fighter
Proceed
beams.
with caution, Alpha. Those anti-fighter beams have an effective range of 1,500 meters. Try to lure the escorts away from their cruisers. The escort fighters are closing in on you, Alpha. Lure them back to the rampart.
Affirmative.
It collided with end. Let's quick start.
Alpha, your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
Bandit on your tail. Bandit on your tail.
You took mine. Yeah. Oh. I am not having a friendly fire on record. I'm sorry.
Alpha, your primary objective is to
It's also
intercept the
just
escort.
dumbassery. He
The rebel
literally
cruisers
flew
have
into it, and I
anti-fighter
don't know
guns. Stay
how.
out of range to avoid them.
Roger that, sir. Engaging your target.
You're launching countermeasures at base for it. It's like, that's not.
Objective neutralized. Affirmative.
Proceed with caution, Alpha. Those anti-fighter beams have an effective range of 1,500 meters. Try to lure the escorts away from their cruisers.
Watch your back, pilot!
The escort fighters are closing in on you, Alpha. Lure them back to the rampart.
I'm on it.
Hey, I got them. Even though I took 2 fighter beams to the face. This is an excellent fighter three. Doing that. They really, really don't like me. I still off so bad, they're perfectly willing to ignore everything in the face of me. Here, have some.
The fighter escort has been eliminated. Pull back to the rampart and rearm if you need to, Alpha. Zeta Wing will take it from here. We'll need you to stand by in case more rebel fighters jump in.
Affirmative.
Alpha.
I can't hold them off much longer.
I'm on it.
Sensors picking up a wing of rebel Lokis, designation Libra. Seek and destroy.
Affirmative. Breaking to attack. Epsilon here, standing by.
Ooh, just lost it.
This is Zeta Wing. We have delivered the goods and are returning to base.
Iota Wing here. If we hit these cruisers any harder, there won't be any bait left for the trap. We're bugging out.
GTC Rampart. We're powering down our beam cannons to minimize damage against the cruisers. If we destroy them by accident, our ruse is finished.
The NTC Majestic has been destroyed. Admiral Koth's destroyer has jumped in, the NTD Repulse. The big fish has devoured our bait, now sending in the Colossus. The Repulse is deploying its fighter wings. Alpha, we need you to intercept. Destroy Ares' wing.
I'm on it.
Like, I'm not gonna be able to take any kind of anti-fighter. See, there we go. All cleaned up.
Incoming jump signature. Friendly configuration. The Colossus is now on station. We have eliminated the NTC refuge.
Yes, sir.
This is the GTVA Colossus. Admiral Koth, you are ordered to power down your vessel immediately and surrender. The Polaris jump node is blockaded. There is no escape.
I have no intention of escaping, Colossus, nor will I surrender. Even if I send my crew to hell with you, this monstrosity will be destroyed.
The Repulse has set a collision course for the Colossus.
Don't be absurd, Goff. You are sacrificing 10,000 lives for nothing.
Your cynicism appalls me, Colossus. I have 10,000 officers and crew willing to die for Neoterra. The tyranny of your regime is finished. Admiral Koff out.
Evacuating forward decks 400 through 1200. Bringing turrets to bear. Auxiliary bridge standby. All hands brace for impact.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Repulse objective neutralized. Colossus, what's your status?
Damage is minimal here, Command. If only Koth had surrendered instead of playing martyr, his crew would still be alive.
This operation will mark the beginning of the end for the NTF. Well done, pilot. The area is secure. All hostile targets have been neutralized. Return to base.
I think the last couple missions were just meant to show off. This is a really big ship with really big cannon, blowing ships up.
For your excellent record of confirmed kills, you have achieved the status of Ace. The Alliance has declared a decisive victory in Epsilon Pegasi. With our blockade of the Polaris jump node, all rebel forces in the system have surrendered. In recognition of your contributions to the Allied victory, you are hereby awarded the Epsilon Pegasi Liberation Medal. The GTVA Security Council and General Assembly extend their gratitude for your service. Admiral Petrarch has requested recommendations for the 134th Barracuda Squadron, a combat evaluation unit. I have forwarded your name as an outstanding candidate.
Unit? Again?
The primary role of the 134th is the field testing of new technologies. In my estimation, you will excel in this challenging position. However, I have also learned that Special Operations Command requires a volunteer for an extremely dangerous operation.
Ooh.
If you choose to pursue this course,
Did I hear?
your assignment with the 134th will be waiting for you upon your return. The decision is yours, pilot.
Reaching forward, pulling my closer. Did I hear? Extremely dangerous up. Oh yes, I'll take that. Covert assignment, yes. Let's do this. Who am I spying on? It's a starfighter pilot.
You have volunteered for a covert assignment with Special Operations Command in conjunction with Galactic Terran Vasudin Intelligence. Our primary objective is to provide the Alliance with accurate and comprehensive information regarding the tactics, technologies, activities, and strategic objectives of forces hostile to the GTVA. Missions with the Special Operations Command are carried out deep in enemy territory, with minimal logistical support. Our behind-the-lines activities include infiltration, sabotage, surgical strikes, and intelligence gathering. You will be working undercover within the Neo-Terran front, leading Alpha Wing of the 185th Fighter Squadron.
Insertion.
Your contact in this mission is Lieutenant Commander Christopher Snipes, an Allied officer who staged his defection to the NTF 6 months ago. As Squadron Leader of the 185th, Snipes will advise you of your mission objectives both as an NTF pilot and as an Allied operative. You will be equipped with a device that will enable you and Snipes to communicate over a secure frequency in battle. NTF ships will interpret your transmissions as targeting data.
Maybe we should just keep quiet.
The focus of this covert operation is the NTF's ETAC project. Because access to information is restricted to the highest echelon, our knowledge here is limited. ETAC involves the development of a new cutting-edge technology, possibly a weapon of mass destruction. Admiral Bosch oversees the project directly, and the rebels are constructing a prototype on the Iceni command ship. We need to get a closer look. Even a scan of the Iceni would be valuable. We are working with the full cooperation of Vasudin Tactical Command and the Terran 6th Fleet. The probability that you will engage Allied fighters will be minimal. However, should you come under Allied attack, you have limited authorization to return fire in self-defense or to complete your mission objectives as defined by Lieutenant Commander Snipes. Show restraint and use your judgment.
This is Lieutenant Commander Snipes. For all you replacement pilots, welcome to the 185th. As you know, Admiral Koth's defeat in Epsilon Pegasi has opened the Polaris system to Allied attack. At 1425 hours, GTVA expeditionary forces crossed our jump node blockade. The Colossus won't be far behind. Bosch isn't taking chances. We're moving the Iceni command ship to the Regulus system, where Bosch will install its provisional government. We've practiced this drill before, pilots. Alpha and Beta Wing will escort the Iceni to the jump node. Delta, you're on standby. The Regulus node is located within a small asteroid field. Our job is to clear a path. Asteroids on a collision course with the Iceni will be indicated in white brackets on your HUD. That's how you know which asteroids to shoot. The gunners on the Iceni will help us out, so we shouldn't have too much trouble.
Good equipment. It's fine. Unable to carry hard. Ooh. Huh.
Alpha 1, do you copy? We're on a secure channel. We need a scan of the Iceni. Target the warship and close to 600 meters. Keep the ship's lead indicator in the center of your reticle. What's that science cruiser doing out here? NTF Command never briefed me about it. Must have something to do with ETAC. That's strange. I don't know what any of this means. We'll see what our analysts come up with back home.
Allied forces now jumping in. We've got a Mentu-class cruiser with fighter escort and a wing of bombers. All units, defend the Iceni.
Nice job, pilot. Never know what you're gonna find till you take a look. Alright kids, here's the game plan. We'll take out fighters and bombers first, then blast that cruiser back to Vasuda Prime. Something's wrong here. Command said the Vasudans wouldn't attack until the Iceni left Polaris. Either we've been double-crossed or these Vasudans are not following orders. It's an us or them situation, pilot. Alright, here are the rules. Neutralize anything that attacks the Iceni. Take out beam turrets and shoot down bombs. They fire on you, fire right back. If you don't defend yourself, you'll die out here, Alpha 1. These Vasudans are renegades.
Asteroid shoot.
The Vasudans have destroyed the Hinton. Pilots, redouble your efforts. The Iceni must reach the Regulus system.
That's probably a restart. Yep.
Alpha 1, do you copy? We're on a secure channel. We need a scan of the Iceni. Target the warship and close to 600 meters. Keep the ship's lead indicator in the center of your reticle. What's that science cruiser doing out here? NTF Command never briefed me about it. Must have something to do with ETAC. That's strange. I don't know what any of this means. We'll see what our analysts come up with back home.
Allied forces now jumping in. We've got a Mentu-class cruiser with fighter escort and a wing of bombers. All units, defend the Iceni.
Nice job, pilot. Never know what you're gonna find till you take a look. Alright kids, here's the game plan. We'll take out fighters and bombers first, then blast that cruiser back to Vasuda Prime. Something's wrong here. Command said the Vasudans wouldn't attack until the Iceni left Polaris. Either we've been double-crossed or these Vasudans are not following orders. It's an us or them situation, pilot. Alright, here are the rules. Neutralize anything that attacks the Iceni. Take out beam turrets and shoot down bombs. They fire on you, fire right back. If you don't defend yourself, you'll die out here, Alpha 1. These Vasudans are renegades.
must have been that some of the bombers got to it. Damn, Iceni is loaded.
We have received an update from the Epsilon Pegasi blockade. More Vasudan warships are on their way. The Iceni will proceed to the Regulus node as planned. All units, defend the Iceni and the Hinton. They must reach the Regulus system. The future of Neoterra depends on it.
Another.
Pilots, you must clear a path for the Iceni. Destroy the asteroids before they impact the command ship's hull. Asteroids on a collision course will be indicated with white brackets on your HUD.
There's a goddamn capital shit fight going on out here. Holy damn. Come on. Blowing up asteroids. This one's definitely totally shit. Damn way. I still don't know how the hell I lost the hint on the other side. How did Delta Squadron come in?
Good job, pilots. Admiral Bosch and the Iceni have reached the Regulus system. Let's get back to base on the double.
Hey, I ain't in command of this.
Alright, pilot, I've got some good news and some bad news. Good news is we got the Iceni and the hint into Regulus. The scan data you collected has been transmitted to the GTVI, and our operation to uncover the secret of ETAC continues as planned. The bad news is we're in a lot more danger than I think you realize. The Vasudan warships were under the command of Admiral Amos, who had full knowledge of our activities. The fact the Vasudans knew the exact time and position of the Iceni's departure has made the rebels just a little suspicious. As usual, the GTVA is overplaying its hand. Amos and his subordinates now face a court-martial for insubordination. The Rebs are all over that one. Not only did the Admiral know the position of the Iceni, he wasn't authorized to act on that information. Our squadron will be high on the NTF's list of suspects.
Wow, they fucked up that.
The pilots under Amos's command had been informed of his renegade status before they launched their attack. Under these circumstances, we had little choice but to return fire or blow the entire operation. Watch your back, pilot. This ain't gonna get any easier. As you have no doubt already heard, the GVD Samtic has destroyed the NTD Cyrene, flagship of the Sirius fleet. As bad as things look in Polaris, the situation in Sirius is even worse. Bosch has redeployed our battle group to reinforce NTF positions in that system. We arrive in Sirius in 6 hours. The 185th will be deployed immediately to rendezvous with the NTT Sunder. Our mission will be to escort the transport back to the Regulus jump node. The cargo on board the Sunder has been classified well beyond my level of clearance. Let's just say if the Sunder goes down, so do we. The Alliance is fighting to secure the Alpha Centauri and Deneb jump nodes, so intelligence believes the risk of engagement will be low. Of course, that's what they told us in Polaris, where we got jumped by half the Vasudan Armada. Expect the unexpected, kids, and report to the flight deck at 1310 sharp. Dismissed.
Okay. How the... Where'd they get Mark IIs from? Who's supplying them? What is with these setups? Huh. It's a hell of a set of squadrons. get a scan?
Mayday! Mayday! Reactor core breach on all fighters! Half the squad is down! Command, do you copy? We've been set up! Alpha 1 and Beta 1 are traitors! We've been sabotaged!
Yeah, I don't like these missiles. Sucker here. Come on. Come on. Have another.
Sorry I couldn't warn you, Alpha 1. I rigged these fighters with jamming devices and core detonators. The crew chief of the 185th is an Allied operative, so she helped me out. These detonators were a piece of junk. I even followed the directions. At least we mopped up quickly. Spies like us call it sanitizing. The jamming devices should have blocked their transmissions to Rebel Command. But with the luck we're having, the NTF Armada will arrive any second now. Our mission, Alpha 1, is to hijack the NTT Sunder. The transport pilot is one of us, so he'll follow course. We need to make the rebels think the Sunder has been destroyed. A decoy transport will arrive in a few minutes.
Stand easy, pilots. We received a partial transmission reporting a reactor core breach. What happened to your squad?
We were ambushed by an Allied heavy recon unit flying some new kind of fighter. They splashed my squad and jumped before we could take them down.
New kind of fighter, huh? You can tell us all about it at your debriefing. Why don't you rearm and repair, and we'll help you finish your escort. We've got more backup in transit, Alpha and Beta. We just need to hold down the fort a few minutes.
Some of that transmission got through. I can't tell if they're onto us or not. Let's play their game for now. I've got some friends coming, so don't panic.
Oh, goddamn transport.
Alpha 1, engage rebel fighters. Break to attack. Go, go, go! Alpha 1, meet the 99th Skull, Special Operations Command, the elite of the elite. Those fighters they're flying are the Erinyes class. As far as anyone else knows, they don't even exist. You see the Hamako? That's the new AWACS ship. We're using it to block all enemy transmissions. As long as that ship remains operational, no one on the outside will know what we're up to. As far as the NTF is concerned, we're still loyal and devoted rebel pilots. So watch the Hamako, alright? If we lose the AWACS, our cover's blown for good. The NTC Miley has jumped in. Watch the flak.
Holy shit. Regular old books. How could I use it for? I know where cannons are.
Nice shooting. Miley has been neutralized. Keep your eye on the ball, kids. We're almost there. But if that decoy doesn't get here real soon, we'll have to bail.
How many of those fighters just died because there was an explosion? It's like, come on.
Here comes the Hellespawn, Aeolus class. Naxos jumping in with a decoy. About time you guys made it. Let's secure the area and bring it on home.
You know, we're not supposed to lose that. That is a restart. Honestly, should have waited a while, then detonated stuff.
Mayday! Mayday! Reactor core breach on all fighters! Half the squad is down! Command, do you copy? We've been set up. Alpha 1 and Beta 1 are traitors. We've been sabotaged.
Me to do all the work.
Sorry I couldn't warn you, Alpha 1. I rigged these fighters with jamming devices and core detonators. The crew chief of the 185th is an Allied operative, so she helped me out. These detonators were a piece of junk. I even followed the directions. At least we mopped up quickly. Spies like us call it sanitizing. The jamming devices should have blocked their transmissions to Rebel Command, but with the luck we're having, the NTF Armada will arrive any second now. Our mission, Alpha 1, is to hijack the NTT Sunder. The transport pilot is one of us, so he'll follow course. We need to make the rebels think the Sunder has been destroyed. A decoy transport will arrive in a few minutes.
Waiting around. At a steady 31 meters a second. You know.
Stand easy, pilots. We received a partial transmission reporting a reactor core breach. What happened to your squad?
We were ambushed by an Allied heavy recon unit flying some new kind of fighter. They splashed my squad and jumped before we could take them down.
New kind of fighter, huh? You can tell us all about it at your debriefing. Why don't you rearm and repair, and we'll help you finish your escort. We've got more backup in transit, Alpha and Beta. We just need to hold down the fort a few minutes.
Some of that transmission got through. I can't tell if they're onto us or not. Let's play their game for now. I've got some friends coming, so don't panic.
Okie dokie. We'll just hang out here at a steady clip.
Alpha 1, engage rebel fighters. Break to attack. Go, go, go!
And let's go. Whoop. Who done? Damn, somebody does not like me. I want what they're firing. Gee.
Alpha 1, meet the 99th Skull, Special Operations Command, the elite of the elite. Those fighters they're flying are the Erinyes class. As far as anyone else knows, they don't even exist. You see the Hamako? That's the new AWACS ship. We're using it to block all enemy transmissions. As long as that ship remains operational, no one on the outside will know what we're up to. As far as the NTF is concerned, we're still loyal and devoted.
Checking something. Where am I? Uh-huh. Why did I have someone who was, quote, viewing for
Rebel pirates.
Not because they were...
So watch the Hamako, alright? If we lose the AWACS, our cover's blown for good. The NTC Miley has jumped in. Watch the flak.
Mouse. Me. Give me your attention. Oh, I did not want to be in the midst of that.
Nice shooting. Miley has been neutralized. Keep your eye on the ball, kids. We're almost there. But if that decoy doesn't get here real soon, we'll have to bail. Here comes the Hellespont, Aeolus class.
Who's where? Here? Holy shit, actually popped one of those. Okay.
Okay, we've got the Naxos jumping in with the decoy. About time you guys made it. Let's secure the area and bring it on home. Sunder's going down. All units return to base. We blew this one big time.
Damn. This is such a ridiculous mission. Staying still.
Mayday! Mayday! Reactor core breach on all fighters! Half the squad is down! Command, do you copy? We've been set up! Alpha 1 and Beta 1 are traitors! We've been sabotaged!
How the fuck would you know that?
Sorry I couldn't warn you, Alpha 1. I rigged these fighters with jamming devices and core detonators. The crew chief of the 185th is an Allied operative, so she helped me out. These detonators were a piece of junk. I even followed the directions. At least we mopped up quickly. Spies like us call it sanitizing. The jamming devices should have blocked their transmissions to Rebel Command, but with the luck we're having, the NTF Armada will arrive any second now. Our mission, Alpha 1, is to hijack the NTT Sunder. The transport pilot is one of us, so he'll follow course. We need to make the rebels think the Sunder has been destroyed. A decoy transport will arrive in a few minutes.
And I'm supposed to survive this.
Stand easy, pilots. We received a partial transmission reporting a reactor core breach. What happened to your squad?
We were ambushed by an Allied heavy recon unit flying some new kind of fighter. They splashed my squad and jumped before we could take them down.
New kind of fighter, huh? You can tell us all about it at your debriefing. Why don't you rearm and repair, and we'll help you finish your escort. We've got more backup in transit, Alpha and Beta. We just need to hold down the fort a few minutes.
Some of that transmission got through. I can't tell if they're onto us or not. Let's play their game for now. I've got some friends coming, so don't panic.
Frankly, I think you blew the whole operation.
Alpha 1, engage rebel fighters. Break to attack. Go, go, go!
Here I am, reflexively moving my head out of the way.
Alpha 1, meet the 99th Skulls, Special Operations Command, the elite of the elite. Those fighters they're flying are the Erinyes class. As far as anyone else knows, they don't even exist. You see the Hamako? That's the new AWACS ship. We're using it to block all enemy transmissions. As long as that ship remains operational, no one on the outside will know what we're up to. As far as the NTF is concerned, we're still loyal and devoted rebel pilots. So watch the Hamako, alright? If we lose the AWACS, our cover's blown for good. The NTC Miley has jumped in. Watch the flak. Nice shooting. Miley has been neutralized.
Marco's almost dead. Dear Lord.
Keep your eye on the ball, kids. We're almost there. But if that decoy doesn't get here real soon, we'll have to bail. Here comes the Hellespont, Aeolus class. Okay, we've got the Naxos jumping in with the decoy. About time you guys made it. Let's secure the area and bring it on home.
Wow, there's like no fighter cover on here. And Yeah, if they lose the AWACS, yeah, everything's screwed, but still. What the hell is tearing apart? What the hell was that?
The Sunder is going down. All units are...
Fucking hell. How much time am I going to do this fucking mission? Because this is getting a little ridiculous.
Mayday! Mayday! Reactor core breach on all fighters! Half the squad is down! Command, do you copy? We've been set up. Alpha 1 and Beta 1 are traitors. We've been sabotaged.
Must have taken this a bit to get his engines up and running.
Sorry I couldn't warn you, Alpha 1. I rigged these fighters with jamming devices and core detonators. The crew chief of the 185th is an Allied operative, so she helped me out. These detonators were a piece of junk. I even followed the directions. At least we mopped up quickly. Spies like us call it sanitizing. The jamming devices should have blocked their transmissions to Rebel Command, but with the luck we're having, the NTF Armada will arrive any second now. Our mission, Alpha 1, is to hijack the NTT Sunder. The transport pilot is one of us, so he'll follow course. We need to make the rebels think the Sunder has been destroyed. A decoy transport will arrive in a few minutes.
Stand easy, pilots. We received a partial transmission reporting a reactor core breach. What happened to your squad?
We were ambushed by an Allied heavy recon unit flying some new kind of fighter. They splashed my squad and jumped before we could take them down.
New kind of fighter, huh? You can tell us all about it at your debriefing. Why don't you rearm and repair, and we'll help you finish your escort. We've got more backup in transit, Alpha and Beta. We just need to hold down the fort a few minutes.
Some of that transmission got through. I can't tell if they're onto us or not. Let's play their game for now. I've got some friends coming, so don't panic. Alpha 1, engage Rebel fighters. Break to attack. Go, go, go! Alpha 1, meet the 99th Skulls, Special Operations Command, the elite of the elite. Those fighters they're flying are the Erinyes class. As far as anyone else knows, they don't even exist. You see the Hamako? That's the new AWACS ship. We're using it to block all enemy transmissions. As long as that ship remains operational, no one on the outside will know what we're up to. As far as the NTF is concerned, we're still loyal and devoted rebel pilots. So watch the Hamako, alright? If we lose the AWACS, our cover's blown for good. The NTC Miley has jumped in. Watch the flak. Nice shooting. Pilot has been neutralized. Keep your eye on the ball, kids. We're almost there. But if that decoy doesn't get here real soon, we'll have to bail.
Okay. They didn't all just explode. Ow. Let's get too far ahead. Lower the engine on this.
Here comes the Hellespont, Aeolus class.
Alright, so it looks like the locker has got escort.
Okay, we've got the Naxos jumping in with the decoy. About time you guys made it. Let's secure the area and bring it on home.
Come on. I'll pick a different target. Holy. Yeah. I might actually have to stop for the night for this one. I'm gonna flight. This is about 9:30. Now finishing. Dear Lord. Holy moly. That's ridiculous. Hee. Let's check something. Which and no. Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Sorry for a moment. YouTube was giving me that they. Oh, hey, you need to have better sound bit rate. Oh, what? I had the sound. Okay, that mission is being a bit. And since I can't order any of the squadrons that came in, like completing that mission's gonna. Jeez. All right. But I got some time in. All right. I don't think there's much else to say right at this time, other than some of that stuff was like so ridiculous. Let's use careful political, like almost like language to say, "Oh, we're here just to, you know, favorable outcome." Oh, make them rethink their position. Come on, guys. Like, who are you talking to? Are you politicians? Because that's what you're sounding like. God. Bleh, 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 bleh. All right. Mm. Mm. All right. Yeah, there's really not much else for it to bring up at this time. I think I'm just gonna call it actually about on time early-ish for me. And then going until, 10 o'clock at night. Hmm. All right, so fast reminder. Wednesday, I've got abduction, doing the puzzle games. Friday is continuing Ghost of Tsushima, but it looks like I'm actually getting somewhere. Don't know. It might be one or it might be two streams or so before I finish. I might finish the next one. Depends on how late I go. If I finish Friday, I will. Actually, no, because it's the DLC, and then I gotta finish the main campaign. Still gotta do that. So it's probably gonna be about two streams after I finish. No, depends on how long it takes. We'll see. Sorry, my thinking was that I would just either I might go straight into Darksiders 1. However, um, probably not. Probably best to just get that prepped for scheduled time rather instead. If I finish, halfway through, I might, pick something else to do. In the meantime, just to fill time kind of. And then Saturday is more Chrono Trigger. And the schedule reads correctly this time. I did not accidentally copy the same time again. Okay. I have anybody in chat? No? Is it just me this time around? So lonely. All right, well. I think yeah, I'm just going to call it here for the time being. And yeah, I think I'll be it for the night. So anybody who came by, thank you. Dude, thank you for that. Want to catch me on my socials? That'd be great. Maybe I can get some feedback on things. That also would be great. Especially on the YouTube and on the VOD. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. VODs are going up there. I'm streaming to it, so it's automatically recording this as well. And I'm also doing my own recording as well. And too. So yes. It pulls. Anyways. You could give me some commentary. Let me know how I'm doing. Realize I don't seem to do a lot of talking, but I really do kind of need people to bounce off. I have difficulty talking to an empty room. But, yeah. Thank you all for coming. See you guys next time. It's coming Wednesday.